Aloha y bienvenidos to the Tiki Talk Show with Dean and Niri Martini. I'm Dean Martini.
And I'm Niri Martini, and we're coming to you straight from the Manu-Kai Tiki Room.
In this episode, we had a chance to talk to Jen Ann Tonic, the co-owner of Swizzle Tiki Bar, during Dallas Tiki Week. What we didn't know at the time was that Swizzle would soon close its doors the following month.
But this isn't a sad story. It's as much a cautionary tale as it's a new chapter. Swizzle may have closed its physical space, but the spirit of the bar and the Swizzle name live on through pop-ups and special events.
Exactly, and also why it's so important to support your local tiki bars. So grab your favorite tiki cocktail and join us for one last visit to this unforgettable Dallas Tiki hideaway. This one's for Swizzle. And today on our show, we are here with Jen Ann Tonic from Swizzle. Welcome.
Aloha. Thank you for having us.
Well,
Me, I guess.
This is
Swizzle,
fantastic, yeah. So tell us, what was the inspiration for Swizzle? How did all this come about?
So I'm from California, and when I moved here, I was like, where are your tiki bars? Where is your Trader Joe's? All these things. And neither of those things existed yet. And we waited for something to happen. And my husband said, why don't we open up a tiki bar? Why don't we do it? And I said, sure, that's going to happen. Keep dreaming, buddy. And it ended up happening. We worked really hard and started doing pop-ups, started doing a lot of research. And we were like, can Dallas survive with a tiki bar? Our events got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right.
And we made it happen.
Oh, that's fantastic.
In 2019, we signed our lease on here. In 2016 was actually when we started our first pop-up. Mm-hmm. So it was a 3-year progression. And then 2020 happened. We were supposed to open in 2020. We had to wait a little bit, but we ended up doing it anyway.
So, you have this place totally decked out in tiki. It looks fabulous. Is there a backstory to Swizzle?
Yeah. So we started collecting different pieces. And when I started decorating, I actually separated them all out by style. So I have a Papua New Guinea wall, we have a Rapa Nui wall, we've got the Fiji Islands, New Zealand back here, we've got the Marquesian Islands and the Cook Islands right here, a little bit of Africa over here, and over here, we can't see it at the moment, but you'll probably see it later, is our Swizzle wall. So there's all these Swizzles, and it's sort of like the adventurer wall. Do you want to go on an adventure in tiki? Do you want to go on an adventure in cocktails? And it's kind of represents everyone's adventures, because there's a lot of antiques on there, throughout cocktailing history, really.
Where did all the Swizzles come from?
So different collections. We've in our pop-ups, we used to have like Swizzle trades. Mm-hmm. So we'd have some that we would have, and we would trade it out for ones that we didn't have. And so we wanted to make sure that all the tiki bars that were open at the time were represented on the walls and in our bar. Oh, and some of them are just from estate sales and vintage stores. Again, trying to just find all the ones that we can. And the coolest actually part of the collection that we have up there is our Sheraton collection. And it's Sheratons from all over the world. Places I didn't even know Sheratons existed. Oh, wow. And they're not new. So they've been there. There's a lot of older places from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, and it's really neat to see just like literally the entire world through Swizzles.
Yeah, and the history also going through there as well, not just tiki, but all the other bars and restaurants and hotels like Sheraton.
Exactly.
Wow, that is fantastic. Yeah, as we were walking around here, we haven't even seen all of them yet. Because they're all over the place. There's a lot of them. They're also embedded in the bar itself.
Yes. Yeah, that was my husband's idea. That was Marty's idea. When we came up with the concept of Swizzle, it was like, we're going to have Swizzles on the bar. So that was, then we started collecting even more so. Like, we're already collectors, but we had to start collecting all of them that we saw, to be able to make sure we could fill up the bar.
How about Jen Ann Tonic, your name? How did that come about as well?
I used to do burlesque, so that's how that came about. I actually had a teacher. He always said, don't tell my name out there, so I won't say it, but I had a teacher say to me, he was like, you should marry someone with the last name of Tonic, because my name is Jen. And so I'm like, ha, 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 that's hilarious. And so then from one class to another, I was like, oh my gosh, there's my pinup name, there's my burlesque name. Jen Ann Tonic, there it is. And being Ann Margaret, that's my girl. So that's where Jen Ann Tonic came from.
Oh, fantastic! So that's a great little backstory as well.
Yeah,
so how was that experience? Talking about the burlesque, because that's very much part of tiki and at our events as well. So how was that experience for you? How long did you do that for?
I actually started, I think, in 2008. And my first burlesque show was actually at Forbidden Island in California. So tiki is literally part of burlesque for my life, for sure. And Forbidden Island's my favorite tiki bar. And so to be able to perform there was just amazing. performed there a couple times. And yeah, we've had burlesque shows here. We've got some really incredible acts in DFW, and yeah, it's been great. It's been a great part of our journey for sure.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. Stories within stories within
Yeah,
stories.
yeah.
It's just layers, just like how Tiki Bar should be, right?
Yeah.
So, Jen, tell us, what does Swizzle have as far as like a signature drink? Is there one? Typically,
Definitely.
all Tiki Bars kind of have
Yeah.
one aside from the traditional ones. They have a signature drink.
Absolutely. The Martiki has been on our cocktail menu the entire time. It is the 2.0. The 1.0 was in our pop-ups. It was good. It was all right. But the 2.0 is where it's at. My husband decided to grab everything he could out of the cabinets during 2020, the shutdown. And he was like, what can I make with these things? And we had rum fire, which we love. And some other different, just ingredients and things that he had made. And he came up with the Martiki 2.0. And it's actually featured in the Texas cocktail book by
Nice.
Niri Martini. So, yeah.
Can you tell us what's in it, or is it a secret?
You're going to have to buy the book to find out.
Ah, all right, but it's in there then.
It is in there.
Oh, okay. All right. A little bit of a secret, but for those of you, and there's a lot of folks out there in Tiki that are, treasure hunters,
too,
collectors,
yeah.
and everything, and, urban archaeologists, if you will, that will find their way to that book and find the exact ingredients of what's in the Martiki.
It is the
2.0.
2.0, and it's the Texas Cocktail Book Volume 2. So,
okay.
So just all the twos, 2 and 2.
Cool. So also, you help organize, or you were the organizer that started off Dallas Tiki Week.
Yes, we went
tell us
to
about that.
one other person who he was a bar owner, and we said, hey, Brian, we have this idea. Why don't we do like a Tiki tour bus? And that was sort of kind of what sparked it all. And he was with the USBG at the time, and he said he took the Tiki idea to the USBG, and they said, sure, we can do this. So we worked together to do this week-long thing. They did a few days in the beginning, and then we did the rest of it. We're like, let's make it a whole week. So we ended up in 2019 taking it over completely and just like really made it intense. Like we have collectible glasses, and we had Charles Phoenix here, and it was a really good, big and good time. And Dallas Tiki Week, just like our pop-ups, has grown and grown and grown.
Right.
We have people from all over: Houston, San Antonio. I think this year we've had them here, Oklahoma, Louisiana. I mean, the people come from all over. And my favorite part is being able to bring, and just like the Tiki in general, being able to bring all of the artists here, and being able to bring all of those cocktails and brand ambassadors here. To the middle of America instead of having to go to a coast. It's like we can do stuff too, and they can come here. So that's the best part for us, is being able to do that for the Tiki folks here in our Ohana.
It's been great seeing all the Tiki Ohana that came out to support the Dallas Tiki Week. And how long has it been going on, or when did it start? Actually,
it started in 2017.
2017. Okay.
We didn't do 2020. We had great plans for 2020, so it makes me sad. And then we didn't do 21 because we weren't sure if it was safe or not. And then we started it back up again in 22.
Oh, you guys have done a fantastic job with doing it. I mean, a week-long event. This past one that just happened. You had 2 buses going to bars. Was that always 2 buses, or you had to expand on that?
Actually, no, I think it was always 2 buses. I think the very first one, we started out with 1, and then we're like, it's sold out within seconds. Like, we're going to have to add another bus. And so we've always done 2. Sometimes they start in Fort Worth and then come here, then it's Dallas, and then they go back to Fort Worth, or vice versa. Like, there's always a mixed match of what's happening. But we are actually the only Tiki bar with food, so we like to start them here, feed them, and then take them on a drinking tour.
That's probably a smart thing to do.
Yes, yeah. We're all about safety. We make sure they have Uber codes to get home. Everything is safe.
Yeah, there was another little feature that I saw that for those that were on the buses, they received Uber codes.
Yes, yeah.
Our
safety is our number one everything, and when it comes to booze, so we got to make sure everyone stays safe out there.
Right, exactly.
Uber. We have a thing on our strength chart that says, call your Uber, not your ex. Like, call your Uber. Come and get a safe ride.
Oh, that's awesome. You had a bunch of other events going on during Dallas Tiki Week.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some rum sponsors that were doing like a pop-up, I guess, within the different tiki bars around Dallas. Can you tell us a little bit about
rum
that?
education is one of our biggest things. We like to let everybody know that rum isn't just spiced and sweet and what cruise cocktails, that you think of like rum cocktails to be. We want people to know that there's rums out there that taste like whiskey, that taste like scotch, that taste like everything that you love to drink, maybe not vodka. but everything else, that you like, you can find something that's herbaceous. You can find something that's dark and smoky. And so we'd like to invite the brands to showcase that. And then, of course, we want all the bars that are here to showcase what they got in terms of their original ideas and what classics they can do. And so that's what we like to do for Tiki Week is be able to highlight all of that.
Right.
Venues, brands.
And you brought all that in, not just the tiki culture, but also the mid-century culture and lifestyle as by having vintage stores and a tiki flea involved.
Yes,
I think at the bookends of the event too. So.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way, but kind of it is. The vintage life is also part of my life. I have a booth and I do markets and things like that. But we're treasure hunters. I mean that's the story of Tiki is treasure hunting and finding the things on the beach like Don did, or finding the things at the stores like we're doing now. Yeah. So we like to bring all of that together. And the vendor event is our biggest event, and it's the most important for me. Again, we get people from all over the nation, and again also highlight Texas people, artists and vendors to kind of get everyone together and be all in one spot for people to shop.
Right, and I know at the beginning, to kick it off over at the East Dallas Vintage shop, there was a line. I mean, when we first got there was like maybe 2 people in line, and we had not been in there for more than 5 minutes. When we turned around, there must have been a dozen people already, and it was backing up towards the back of the store already. It
was wild. I've never seen so many people in the store. It was great. We actually have a thrift store, vintage store bar tour. Not bar tour, sorry, that's not a tour. It's a bus tour. It's Dallas Tiki Weekend.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, so much happening. 20 events, no big deal. It's a bus tour that goes to thrift stores and vintage stores, and East Dallas Vintage is a part of that. So when the Tiki folks were there, it was also at the same time as the bus tour, and it was great fun. It was a lot. It was great.
I don't think. I'm sorry. What's the name of the owner?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't think I saw Chelsea anymore after. Those first few minutes,
she was just ringing folks up. It was good. And I had to go to the back and try to get through the line to get to the bar setup, and it was wild.
And you ran out too.
Yeah, we did. I did not expect that. Usually, I was like, okay, I made a lot, and so I thought, oh, certainly the staff can have some, and everybody can drink some stuff. No, that was so many people.
Yeah, we're lucky we got ours when we did, because when we came back, it was over.
Yeah.
Or just about over. You were almost out.
We were out in the first hour.
yes, I believe so. That's fantastic. Fantastic in one way, but not fantastic for those that showed up an hour later.
I was like, but these drinks are so great, and now they're looking at one upset.
That's what happens when you show up late. So make sure you show up early and on time. Yes.
Yeah.
Little PSA, folks.
Yeah. Not too early.
From your Uncle Dean. Take that. Oh, that's awesome to see that. And then also the Tiki Flea, it had not just local Texas vendors and artists, but also from around the area.
Yeah, absolutely. We have Tahiti Gill from Florida. Then we have people like the Boozy Doodler, who's in New Braunfels, who actually owns a tiki bar called Uncharted, which is amazing. And then we have people from California, like David Outline of Outline Island. And so we just, from coast to coast, on all in between, we make sure everyone's represented. Flint, of course, actually, he's our local guy. And he's showcased on our gallery wall here, but he's always at the Flea. You can always find a Flint.
Okay, so as part of Dallas Tiki Week, there was also the premiere of
The Dawn of Tiki. We're so excited to have them. For the last 3 years since they announced the movie, we've been emailing every, probably 6 months, maybe every year, about them coming to Texas and specifically Dallas Tiki Week to be able to bring Don home. He's from a city outside of Waco. I don't remember the name of it, but we know he's from Texas. And
so it had to be here.
It had to be here, and the Dallas Tiki Week was the perfect place for it. And once again, to be able to take that movie and bring it to the people here was huge. So they emailed us. They got nominated for a James Beard Award in the middle of us planning this. We actually had to change the date, and they were so sweet. These two filmmakers were amazing. They were like, we've already said that we're going to come to Dallas Tiki Week. One of us will go to the award show and the other one will stay here. I said, absolutely not. You guys both go. You guys win that award and you take home Tiki awards for everybody else. That's awesome. Make that happen. So we're so proud of them, and we're just so excited to have them the day before the James Beard Awards.
Right, that was fantastic. Niri and I, we were hoping, it was like, well, when are we going to be able to see this movie? Because it already premiered, but it hadn't made its way down to Texas yet or somewhere close by. So we were happy that it was premiering here during Dallas Tiki Week.
Yeah, we're very, very thrilled.
So thank you guys for doing that.
We do what we can. like to harass people as much as possible to get them here. So it worked out.
You have some big news to give.
I do.
Right.
It's not necessarily good news, but it's not bad news either. We are closing our brick and mortar. So Swizzle will no longer be in Dallas as a you can come in anytime kind of bar and restaurant, but we can pop up anytime at your party, at your business event, wedding, whatever you want to do. So we started out as a pop up. We got to see the dream happen. We got to, and not a lot of people can say that. We got to invite people in to our world, and we got to invite Dallas into our world,
right.
and that was a really special thing. But now it's time to close the doors, sell some of the tiki stuff, and then move on to pop-ups. So we plan on keeping catering open.
Okay,
and we
fantastic.
Plan
That's
on,
good.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yes.
we're not going anywhere, people. We started out this way, and we're going to keep going this way. So we'll still be taking over bars and doing cocktails probably a lot during the summer, maybe even for Christmas. We love doing our Melikaliki Maka market, so we're gonna keep all that going. So Tiki's not dead here.
Oh, definitely not. We hope it's going to be even bigger and better than before.
Thank you very, very much.
So it's a little bittersweet news, because this was one of the first times that we've come to Swizzle. We love it. It's fantastic. You guys did an awesome job from the cocktails to the menu to the decor, and everything around Swizzle's been fantastic. So thank you very much. Yes, thank you for doing that for us in the Tiki community and for all our Tiki Wahana.
Our pleasure. And the Tiki will still keep going on. There's Tarantula, Four Kahunas, Lalo down in Houston, Tiki Tatsuya, Pineapple Parlor. All these great places are still happening, and so we're just gonna make sure we can travel around them and kind of get even more Tiki people into their bars and get that Tiki name out there as we've always done. So. It's going to be good. So going mobile is the best way to put it. So we're not just Dallas anymore. We're making a name for Swizzle across the nation. Look out.
So that's also fantastic news. Like I said, it's bittersweet, and we definitely wish you all the luck in the world that the catering, the pop-ups, get even bigger than Swizzle itself here. It's not going to be confined to just the four walls.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic.
Doing a thing. Living the dream.
Exactly. There you go. And will you be at some other Tiki events too over the course of the year?
That's the hope. Hukilao invited us this year, but we couldn't with everything going on for Dallas Tiki Week this year. So we'll probably be at Hukilao next year. Okay. Hopefully Tiki Oasis at some point. Maybe Hele, maybe just a little bit. We would love to do all of the events that we can. So we hope that's the next step.
All right, fantastic. Well, Jen, thank you so much for being on the Tiki Talk Show and sharing the news, the good, the bad, the ugly, and even the better.
Yeah.
and for being our guest and for welcoming us into your home here at Swizzle.
Thank you very, very much. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
Jen is amazing, and her and Marty are a great team and a great couple. They've done a lot for Tiki and the Tiki community.
They have, and I love her energy. She's always so upbeat and running all over the place as we saw her. It's hard really to keep up with her. She definitely lives the Tiki spirit.
I know, she is. Even though Swizzle closed in July, it's still very much alive. As Jen said, it would be through pop-ups and events, and you can find them online and on social media.
And part of Swizzle also lives on right here in the Manu-Kai Tiki Room.
Yep. That's right. We are lucky enough to have adopted 2 amazing Tiki statues from Swizzle when some of their decor got sold.
And we want to let Jen and Marty know that they found a good home and they're safe and sound watching over the Manu-Kai Tiki Room and the Tiki Talk Show with Dean and Niri Martini.
I believe it was this statue we got from them, and they got from Smoking Tiki's several years ago.
And this one over here was a Jen and Marty treasure hunting find.
And we want to send out a big mahalo to Jen and Marty and the whole crew at Swizzle for a totally rad experience at Swizzle.
Although we didn't get to experience all the years of Swizzle that when they first started back in 2019, 2020, we made the best of our time. And we're grateful to have been able to hang out at the bar and even capture some of the final events, like the bartending competition and the Dawn of Tiki after party during Dallas Tiki Week.
We made some awesome new friends and great memories in a short time. And now we also have a little part of Swizzle here with us.
They're a great addition to the Manu-Kai Tiki Room and to the show. Well, that's our time for today. We'll see you next time on the Tiki Talk Show with Dean and Niri Martini. Mahalo.
Gracias.